Hello, I'm Dr. Benzert. I'd like to welcome you to learn about some of the latest Canon technologies available in eye care. This video series provides valuable information to help gain a comprehensive understanding of the Canon products and to assist in making your practice efficient. This particular case is dry AMD, age-related macular degeneration. We're looking at a 72-year-old female, white, and we did a monochromatic view of her eye after we did the color. And from there, we did an emboss. The emboss is really useful for me when I'm looking at patients and trying to predict what should the next step be. How much degradation do I have, deterioration? How much damage do I have? So instead of doing the OCT right away, I have the patient there. I did a color using the monochromatic filters in the that are driven by the Canon computer. Using the software, I'm able to produce the RGB. Now, since we know that this is an AMD case, we're going to obviously look deep into the red and not into the blue because we're looking at damage in the choroid. When we did the autofluorescence, now what you'll notice in this particular case is you have an area around the black area, and we talked about this, that 266 shades of gray are seen here, and each one tells you a different story. The black simply says that the area is dead. Gray tells you that it's dying, it's in the process of dying. White tells you it's progressing rapidly. So whenever you see an area that is white, concern should be put up there. Now, if you look at the autofluorescence in this particular case, it's really important to see the difference in the grayscale value. The objections that I have often using a CSLO is that the CSLO will capture several images at one time and then take all these images and compress them into one single image, bringing that grayscale value higher. Yes, the image is a lot nicer. The image looks very high contrast and it is a oomph type of image. Whereas the image with the Canon shows us a grayscale value of medical relevance. It's not a oomph picture. We're looking at a true, actual what's happening in the back of the eye and how much damage can I happen. We're not trying to embellish the image here. We're trying as physicians to capture the best possible image to be able to evaluate what's going to happen with this patient's vision. Now, once we captured this particular image, it was really interesting because she was telling me about, well, you know, in the center part of my vision, I can see a little bit, and I doubted that. And once I captured the image in autofluorescence, right in the center of her macula, you can see a small white reflection that you see there. Well, that actually is tissue that's still alive that I could not pick up in the CSLO. It was completely black. I missed it totally. But with this particular camera that I was using, the Canon CX1, I was able to pick it up because it's a single unprocessed image. And that's the key point here. It's unprocessed. Then I went one step further and I did the emboss on this particular image. Doing the emboss, you can see the topographical view of how much damage there is. All the retina is gone all the way down into the RPE, and that small area of vision that she reported to me, I could see as that white spot that you see there. So she still had vision. When that white becomes gray and then black, the vision will be completely gone. So this is the importance of having a way of measuring how much damage the patient has now, which is black or gray, and how much damage the patient will have in the future. That would be the white banding. And that's why it's so critical to look at a value that is truly medically representative of what's happening in the back of her eye, the grayscale unprocessed.